So my whole thing was that, like, in looking at the jokes, it was there's a formula, right? There's a little bit of, it has to be, 9 times out of 10 it's at someone's expense. You know what I mean?
And sometimes it's at the comedian's expense, which is what I like about, Pete Davidson, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah. I mean, they make social commentary,
right?
But almost any good comedian throws themselves under the bus at some point in their stand up. They will throw themselves under the bus just as much.
Right. That's true. I'm processing that right now.
Yeah,
you're right. You're absolutely
process quick. That was easy for me to process.
That wasn't easy for me to process.
That's okay. We all have our limitations. But thinking of Korean comedians, Margaret Cho. You know Margaret Cho?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
She's not out there as much these days, but she's really good, and she kind of rips into her mother. She does like her mother's jokes and the things that the mother would say to her, and how Koreans look at comedy, like, why are you doing that?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's more of about,
it's not a job. It's not a real job.
Right.
But I listen to, like, Andrew Santini and Bobby Lee. They go at it. I could almost see where Andrew crosses the line a little bit with Bobby, because you could see him react in a negative way. But he's a comedian and he's a professional, so he kind of just rolls over it. I can definitely see it.
But
it bothers him. That
but they have
things
tough skin though. They know that the other person is going to rip into them in some kind of way.
Right.
And the way they do it, it is kind of ouch when you see it.
Yeah.
I get an ouch, and it's not even directed at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when he's doing, like, the Asian voices and crossing his eyes. I mean, that's wild. That's it's disrespectful, because it harkens back to, like, how Asians
is a stereotypical thing like that. And some of those jokes, though, whether it's of whatever ethnic group, the thing about jokes, too, is that there's always some element of truth, which is what makes people kind of squirm. So it depends. It's a very fine line, I mean, Dave Chappelle is another one.
He plays with fire. I love him.
But, I think the other thing I like about a good comedian is when their jokes are not only at themselves, their own expense, but it's some type of social commentary.
Right.
It's kind of mixed in there, and it's kind of about the human condition in some kind of way.